Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, my buddy Dave Swanson, who lived up here most of his adult life, was very prominent in our area in trying to make positive changes for all of us to grow. And he's also one of the most avid sportsmen I've ever known. He is retired now, gone back to where he grew up on a farm down near Seneca Falls. And so he's on Cayuga Lake. But Dave and I talk just about every day, and Dave has told me about his perch fishing. Now, how does that relate to what we're doing here? Well, it really does, and I want to tell you why. He said he was out, and he's told me a couple days lately where he's gone out. One day he got 7 perch. Well, he caught tons of perch, but he got 7 that were really big jumbo perch that he keeps, and they have wonderful meals based on this. Well, the next day he caught 6 big jumbo perch. But he told me how he catches them. And first of all, these perch are mixed in with all kinds of little perch. They're in schools. And for the 7 that he caught, he probably caught 20, 30, or 40 smaller ones that he throws back. But what is he using? He told me, and I've told you this before because the same technique works here. He uses the typical perch rig with a sinker at the bottom of your line. Then up above it, you have one single hook tied. And then above that, another single hook tied on your line. So you really have 2 offerings. He uses a number 6 single circle hook, a number 6 circle hook. And on that hook, he puts either a minnow or a piece of bacon fat that he slices. And he's told me that the fish kind of like the bacon just as much as the minnow if he slices it just right. He says if it's too thick, they won't look at it, they won't hit it. He says if it isn't the right length, they won't hit it. But if he makes it about the same size as the minnows, they seem to not care, and they'll hit either one. I've asked him if he's used some of the other natural soft plastic baits that are immersed in different scents that they claim are almost like a real minnow. And he says, no, I don't have luck with those. The fish don't hit them the same. He's catching most of his fish, and he said the other day they were really shallow in 4 to 5 feet of water. Well, that's typical of this time of the year. But he also said that as soon as the sunlight changed, in other words, he'll start fairly early in the morning. Then as soon as the sun gets more directly overhead, he notices a huge change. The big fish, he stops catching. Still, the little fish are all there. They're still biting, but no more big fish. So it shows us how different changes can affect all these different species, whether they're predator or prey. They're all affected by a lot of things that change on a daily basis, like sunlight, like temperature, like wind direction. So many things that affect fishing. But I think it's really interesting to learn how specific these perch are right now, how you can catch them right now, but also it really takes some observation and it takes some challenging attention to fine detail to really make that fishing successful. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.